Hi, Jacques here, working as a Christian pastor with One Thought to help you do life well. If you have spent time reading the Bible, and specifically the New Testament, you would have read references to an old covenant and a new covenant. Now, a covenant is a binding agreement, much stricter than what we nowadays know as a contract, because it could only be dissolved by death. The Old Covenant, or the Old Testament, which is contained in the Old Testament, is central to the Jewish faith. And the New Covenant, which you find in the New Testament, is central to the Christian faith. Now, although these are crucial concepts, few believers actually think through them or about them. See, the Old Covenant caused separation. When you read the Old Testament, you read there that the law stated, for instance, if you touched a leper, that you were unclean and you were not able to come into either the presence of God or people until you offered a sacrifice. Now, one day while Jesus was walking, a leper came up to him and he asked him to be healed. So Jesus stretched out his hand and he touched this leper, and the man was healed. Under the Old Covenant, Old Testament law, Jesus was supposed to have been unclean. But this new covenant, this new way of living that he brought and introduced, it was the leper who became clean. As followers of Jesus, there are things that we would want to avoid because we think and feel that if we go there or if we touch it or we get involved there, then we would become unclean. But under the new covenant, we become those, because of what Jesus has done, who makes those things clean. It might be politics, social injustices, sickness, or even people struggling with sin. Whatever it is, the new covenant enables us to change things. Because you are there, the kingdom of heaven can come, and you do not have to withdraw. Rather, think of yourself as an agent of change that displays the love and the goodness of God in a world that so desperately longs for it. So in the words of Mission Impossible, if you've ever watched that movie, choose to accept this mission and become a world changer. Change things. Let the new covenant and what Jesus has bought enable you to and assure you that nothing can disqualify you, but become an agent of change for the glory of God. See you soon.